Hello guys, it is Monday morning, about 11 o'clock, maybe a little after. Ooh, way after, it's actually afternoon. I got a lot to do today. I mean, comparatively, normally I don't have anything to do. So if I have to do anything more than two things, I consider that a lot. The only thing I managed to do so far is top off my cell card, eat breakfast, and get a coffee. But I do have to shave. My beard is getting out of control. Not only is it hot and itchy, but I have to make myself look presentable when I go look for jobs later this week. So I will do that. I also need to go get another 20-liter water jug. Ran out last night. And I have to edit that video I made Saturday for the think tank and send it out to my buddy. Of course, I'm putting that off because as I mentioned, I don't like editing. There is this an incident that happened. I tell you guys about. I showed you, if you're with me on Facebook, you've probably seen pictures of all the fake money you can buy here from vendors. It's temple money. You use it to burn in the temples, in ceremonies and rituals to respect Buddha or your loved ones that passed, something like that. The other day I went to one of these, one of the little stores in my street that I frequent often. It's a place I buy my steamed buns from. Really nice lady runs it, little small shop. Bought a couple things. The only thing I had was a 20, so I paid her for it. She gave me back my change. Then I went to pick up my laundry. Laundry came to $2.50. So what I did was pay her with a $5 that I got back from the lady at the shop. And as soon as she touched it, as soon as she looked at it, she handed it back and said, "I can't take it. This is not real." And I was like, "What?" It's weird because it's my money. It's from my country. But she was right. I didn't even pay attention. As soon as she had me feel it and compare it to another bill, yeah, it was not real. Looking closely on the front, I noticed it didn't even have a serial number, which I didn't notice. So this lady had taken that $5 bill and change. She hadn't noticed. It got passed on to me, which I didn't notice. The lady at the laundry place where I get my clothes done, she was right on top of it, luckily. Did go back to the store, explained to the lady at the store or where I bought my stuff originally what happened. She was horrified. I tried to explain the best I could that no, I'm not blaming you. I realize you didn't do it on purpose. It's not your fault. But she was nice. Gave me a real $5 bill. And then I felt kind of bad about that, even though it's my money. Because I'm like, well, that's $5 she's got to eat. And that's, you know, for them little stores like that, that's a lot of money. But it's just one of those things, another precaution you take if you come over here when you get your change. First, make sure you get the right amount of change, as I always do. But second, from now on, I'll just be a little more careful in checking all the bills, making sure they are legitimate. A gentleman, I believe that was her son, he spoke some English and explained to me outside that they get a lot of people in there at night, a lot of foreigners at night. And sometimes they get busy, they don't have time to check all the money, and it just gets passed off. Completely understandable. So if you come over here, this money looks very, very real unless you know exactly what you're looking for. So be sure to check the bills you get back in change. And also keep in mind, they do not accept anything if it has writing on the bill. they won't take it. If it has rips or tears, they won't take it. If it's too wrinkly, they won't take it. And if it's before a certain year, they will not take it. So just something to keep in mind. But everything ended well. The lady was upset, but she was upset because she thought her reputation would take a hit, as if I thought she did that on purpose, which of course she did not. So we're all still good. I still shop there for my buns. Everybody's happy. What's up? Yeah, like I said, we just got something to eat. Taking a little walk downtown, walk some of that food off. If I didn't, I would weigh, as I said, 300 pounds. Easy. No, thank you. You get that a lot down here in this area, day or night. Every time you pass a massage shop. Massager. And while most of them are, well, a lot of them are legitimate, some of them are, the only massage you will get out of some of these places is a below the belt massage, if you know what I mean. And trust me, that's not going to cost you $3 for 60 minutes. I will empty your pocket real quick. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do when I get home, but normally I would like to knock that stuff out as quickly as possible. I was like that back in the States. I like to get up, take care of whatever chores or things on my list I had to do. I'd like to take care of those so I could have the rest of the day and whatever to myself. But since I've been here, it's really become more relaxed. So I got no stress about the things I have to do, because those things are in the future. And it's good just to think about right now. You know, you can call it Buddhism, you can call it New Age, whatever you want to call it, but living in the present is something you'll learn to appreciate if you don't do that now. Down here, of course, by the night, well, I always call it a night market, but technically it's open during the day. It's the old market, Siem Reap market. This is a nice area to come and sit down, relax. A lot of people do it over there. Sit on a bench on the bridge, feel the breeze, just chill. The latest I've heard on the visa situations over here, which I should talk about a little bit, is that when you first come over here, you can get an e-visa, or it's called an ordinary visa. That would be the one you want if you plan on staying. If you're just coming here to visit, you can get a tourist visa. It's good for 30 days, no problem. If you're staying over here, you want the ordinary visa. And it used to be you could renew that for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year after your initial month was up. And each one, depending on how long you wanted to extend it, would cost more money. But now they changed the rules. Now if you want to be here on the ordinary visa, when I did my first extension, it was no problem. I had my month, I got it extended for 3 months. Because if you were going to do it for 6 months or a year, you needed a letter from where you worked. You had to prove that you were working and all that. And of course I wasn't working then, so I just got the 3-month extension instead of the 6 month or the year. Now they changed it again. And after that 3 months is up, you will have to show some proof of employment in order to renew it again. So you can't just renew for another 3 months, which was my plan. You can't do that without a letter from your employment or a work permit. Depending on who you ask, you might actually need a work permit. Those take about a month to get, and they cost a couple $100. Plus your visa will be about $300 if you extend it for the year. Because I was planning on waiting to get my teaching job until after the Khmer New Year, which is coming up in just like a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. It's a big celebration. Everything will be closed for like a week, including the schools. So I saw no sense in trying to get a job teaching before then. But I will be out later this week and doing that, simply because if the work permit's going to take a month, then I'll have to get that done as soon as possible so I can get my visa renewed without having to leave the country and come back in and do a whole nother process. It is what it is. No big deal. But because of that, I do have to shave. Have to make myself look at least halfway human and presentable to the general public, so children do not run away when they see the big bearded white man. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.